Welcome to the last 16 of the Euros. We're finally at a stage where teams are getting knocked out and games really matter. I've got Thogdad. We're going to predict it, aren't we?
We are. We're in lovely Dortmund in the suburbs. Nice here, isn't it, Theo?
Yeah, it's brilliant. The sun's out. It's a real Euros feel. But teams, get your flights booked because you're going home.
And also, everyone press the like button. There's a few people there who have not even subscribed.
Why have you not hit the like yet?
Oh, they have now. Oh, they have now. It's all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the first match we're predicting?
Well, we got to talk about Switzerland against Italy. It's the battle of the runners-up teams over in Berlin.
Italy currently own this trophy.
They
do. They've got it in their stadium. It's landed in Rome. It was meant to be at Wembley, kept it the home of football. They snatched it off us. But the good thing is, Italy look half the team 4 years later. They don't have that same depth. No Chiellini and Bonucci at the back. And actually, if it wasn't for a 98th minute winner from Zaccagni, they'd be currently on a flight to Rome. You can't ignore the stats. They've got one loss in the last 9 international matches. That's good. That doesn't make it sound as bad.
But, Theo, if you look at Switzerland's record this calendar year, won 3, drawn 4, so they're also in a good run of form.
Their recent 1-1 with Austria was won in the last 4 games without a clean sheet, so they're good defensively. I call this a very 50-50 game. I'm going to go as far to say this ends 1-1 in full time.
You could easily be right, especially after seeing that Germany game, Theo, but I reckon there's going to be 1 goal in. It's going to be low scoring. Switzerland 0, Italy 1.
Wow, Italy sneak it through.
They sneak
a traditional 1-0 win.
Yes.
Spaghetti to celebrate after. Well, I've not told you who's going through because 1-1 means extra time, doesn't it? I don't think there's any goals. I think it goes all the way to penalties where Le Suisse will find a way through and it will be revenge on that England-Italy game, and penalties this time doesn't go in their favour and somehow the boys find a way through.
That is massive.
Embolo winning penalty. Remember I said it. On to the next game.
Germany against Denmark now at the amazing Signal Iduna Park here in Dortmund. It's Die Mannschaft, Theo, the hosts, against Denmark. This is going to be a cracker, isn't it?
Yes, Dad, they breezed through Group A, and even with a result that nearly favoured Switzerland to go top, they scored that last-minute equaliser from Fulkrug, didn't they? Important moments in the game.
Very important. 8 goals scored, Theo. I think probably the highest scoring team so far.
Under Nagelsmann, they've got grit, determination, and a plan B, which is something that Southgate really needs to work on. I can't see any other option but Germany probably winning this game. I know Denmark will come in with passion. Hoylund, he won't be playing in this game. He's suspended. So I'm going to go 1-1 in 90 minutes. I feel like it will be a dominated by Germany game, but they miss a lot of opportunities. And in extra time, Fulkrug is going to score 2-1, extra time goal, something like the 111th minute.
I think Germany will only just be too strong here. They're going to win this one 2-1, but it will be very, very close.
Yeah, a host nation will go to the quarters.
And now for England against Slovakia, the tournament favourites, Theo. But I tell you what, some of the England fans are very nervous about this one.
Coming home, it's straight! Hey, we never won one, we're going to win one. You seen the bracket? You seen the bracket, Dad? We're in Berlin already. We're in Berlin. I've already booked my flight. This picture on Instagram, Dad. Just picture it when we bring it home.
Is it, Theo?
It's going home to Wembley. We're going to be eating a big lasagna on the pitch. It's going to be limp.
The last 6 hours of football that we've seen England play, including the Iceland game, have been pretty tragic.
Yeah. But since the Euro draw, we avoided the Netherlands. We avoided Romania, which I'd be worried about.
Yeah.
And instead, we're playing Slovenia's brothers, Slovakia. And we've got to do better than the last 0-0 and the 1-1 before that. And actually, the 1-0 before that wasn't even a great performance because Serbia were knocking on the door. But at least we're back in Gelsenkirchen, the only stadium in Germany we seem to win in.
Theo, I've got memories of 2016, the same stages, and we played a team called Iceland, and the whole nation was saying we're going to win 3-0, 4-0, and we lost.
I'm confident that we turn around our form in this game, and I know the whole nation isn't saying this. I'm the only one going, let's back Southgate, because we know he's going to leave no matter what now after this tournament. If we win it, if we lose this game, he's gone. Seriously, he's gone no matter what. So let's just support the players and the team and the tactics, because there is no other choice. We might have Luke Shaw back at left back, which is obviously vital, incredible in the Euro 2020 run. Trippier will be relieved of his left back roles, and I think that will just help the whole attacking phase as well, because you know how modern day fullbacks are so key. I'm actually excited to see with the 11 we go with in this.
I'm not excited by this game at all. Slovakia beat Belgium, Theo. Let's soak that in, Theo, as you say. Belgium are ranked higher than us, I believe, in the FIFA rankings. They're not a bad team. This will be a very close game, very difficult to watch for England fans.
2-0 against Slovakia, which is my prediction. I'm confident.
Wow.
I'm confident.
You are confident, Theo.
What are you going for?
I nearly went for a 1-0 Slovakia win.
No.
I tell you what.
Repeat of Belgium. They did it already this year.
We saw them the other day. It was against Romania, wasn't it? They are rock solid, Theo. And that goal that they scored, they whipped it straight into the box. A cracking header.
Ivan Schranz will not have the same chances against England. Mark Guehi's been one of the best centre-backs in the tournament so far. And next to John Stones, he's got experience. He will not walk it through like he did against Romania. They will have less chances. This is the moment we win. I know it disagrees with you. It disagrees with most of the nation. I like to be different. 2-0 win, confident. Who are you going with? What's your prediction?
I am going with a very narrow, nasty 1-0 win to England. Harry Kane late goal.
We're through. Let's move on to Spain.
Spain against Georgia now is a fascinating encounter in Cologne between some people's favourites for the tournament and the absolute minnows. Georgia have done spectacular things there.
Dad, they were the lowest ranked nation coming into this. They won off the back of penalties against Greece.
Yes.
They've now got through their group on 4 points, which is just special. So much so that the president of the country, who's a billionaire, has given £8.4 million to the players, and he says he'll double it if they beat Spain.
It's the best result in the history of that nation. And the interesting thing about that game against Portugal, 28% possession for Georgia. That's the lowest possession ever when there's been a win.
Well, they've got an obvious tactic. It's direct counterattacks, and it could work against Spain. Players like Kvara on the break, we saw it worked against Portugal. If they catch Spain off guard, Spain won't know what to do. Now, I know they've been the best performing team so far in the Euros. They haven't conceded yet, and the last time they did that and won all 3 games in the group, they went on to win the Euros tournament. I still think they have enough in that team to win 3-1, and I've got a feeling Lamine Yamal is going to score. His opening goal of the Euro campaign.
That prediction is clever because these countries have played 6 times against each other and it's 19-3 to Spain. So on average, it's 3 to half a goal. I think Spain keep another clean sheet here. I'm going 2-0. France against Belgium is a really tasty encounter in Dusseldorf, isn't it? Very hard to call. The thing about France there, they've not really set the tournament alive, have they?
No, they haven't. 2 back-to-back draws, a 1-1 with Poland. They didn't score a goal from open play in the last 180 minutes.
Yes.
Because it was a penalty from Mbappe. So if there was an opportunity for the masked man to turn up, it's in the next 90 minutes against Tedesco's boys. Belgium have been a complete downfall too. People thinking that they'd walk their group, they didn't. It was embarrassing the way that De Bruyne decided to lead off the team and not clap the fans. And Lukaku's had 0 goals, 3 disallowed. It's just, I mean, the only team I can think of with such a strong squad embarrassing their fans like England is Belgium.
Yes. Now, the thing about Belgium, though, Theo, you look at their record. Now, I know they stumbled against Slovakia, but before that, their last defeat was against Morocco in Qatar.
That's incredible,
So their recent record is very good. But then you look at France's recent record. Since that World Cup final, they've only lost 2 games, and both to Germany.
I can't see either team winning in 90 minutes, but I'm going to go 1-1 in 90.
I think you're being a little bit unfair on France. I think they have a very good squad, but I completely agree with you. This is going to go 120 minutes, and it's going to end 1-1.
Flip it all you want. I'm going Belgium 1, France 1. It's going to go all the way to penalties. Somehow, Lukaku scores his first goal of the tournament at the penalty spot to send France home.
Wow.
Belgium win on pens.
Oh my goodness. Now, I agree it's going to go to penalties. France win it.
No.
France win on
So
penalties.
you agree 1-1?
Yes.
Okay. So that's incredible. So Belgium are going to hold them out, but you think France will win?
Correct.
We're going different.
Portugal against Slovenia over in Frankfurt, and Portugal will be the strong favourites here. And I've been researching Portugal, and you're going to love this. The last 29 games they've played, won 22, lost 7, no draws.
Amazing.
Portugal do not draw football games.
Well, they're either very good or toxic, because that's the Cristiano Ronaldo effect.
Yeah.
They've won the Euros, but they won't win it again this year. I have no belief that they win this Euros. I mean, if you really think Portugal are going to win it, you're crazy. Yes, they're favourites to get through this round, but they're going to have to do what England didn't, and actually score past Slovenia in 90 minutes.
Well, that Portugal-Turkey game, I saw it on the telly box. You saw it in person. Portugal were excellent there.
Bruno Fernandes looks excellent. Gonzalo Inacio off the bench in the last game was brilliant. I want to see more of him. I'd like to see him start. Let's talk about Slovenia for a second. You called them the pub team. Are they still
Well, you know what? I mean, that's partly emotion. That's partly me talking as an England fan. Slovenia is a very small country. A team like England should be beating a Slovenia, and we didn't. So that was my point there. You look at Slovenia's record over the 2024, Theo, 1-3, drawn 5, including drawing the last 4 games.
They do have one of the most free-scoring strikers in Germany, Benjamin Sesko, who's yet to score, and what a statement it would be to do it against the Iberians. And the goalkeeper, Jan Oblak, who's going to be facing his old team, his current teammate, João Felix. Let's go, old teammate because of Barcelona now. I'm going to go 2-0, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva.
Well, I'm going to go a narrow Portugal win. I'm going to go 2-1. This will not be a walkover.
No, it won't be. And I think maybe the goals will arrive in the second half, 0-0 at the break, and they just go for it. And they won't do a Southgate and hold possession, sit back. It will be a different style game.
Romania against the Netherlands, Theo. Just imagine how many tens of thousands of Romanians will be travelling over for this game. I mean, Neither team has really shot the lights out.
Munich will be a sea of orange on one corner and a sea of yellow on the other. It's going to be a very special fixture. I'm sure any fan that decides to pick this game, you're going to have a lot of fun. And I think it's closer than people expect. We watched them against Slovakia. They only needed a draw. They scored that important penalty. Marin was the one who slotted it into the top left corner. The fans is like a 12th man. They're one of the best fans of the Euros. The Dutch were unfortunate against Austria. We know how good they are, the dark horse, but there's a lot of quality. Cody Gakpo's been excellent so far. And of course, Xavi Simons had his goal written out against France, which would have been in his moment.
It's one of those teams that just haven't impressed yet.
No, not at all, which is why I'm going to go interesting here, Dad. A 2-2 draw in normal time. Romania will have momentum and the Dutch won't. Before we get to penalties, there's going to be 118th minute scenes. I don't know who's going to get it. It's going to be a scrambly goal. The Netherlands find a way through. They do it right at the dead. 3-2 before pens.
I think this is going to be lower scoring than that. I'm going to go with a 1-0 victory to the Netherlands in the 90 minutes. And last but not least, it's Austria against Turkey, which promises to be a cracking encounter over in Leipzig in the East, Theo. Now, what do you think of this one?
I can't call it. Very difficult. Leipzig will be rocking. Austrians full of a red wall. Turkey full of a different style red wall, but it's going to be packed, noisy, and everybody has a chance to go through. As much as Turkey's half their team got booked in their last game, only 2 players are suspended, one of which is their captain, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. That's a massive miss for them. And Montella will be thinking, we're not the same team without him. But it's going to have to be players like Arda Güler to turn up. This is his moment. That's his night to shine. But let's not ignore that. Austria topped the second hardest group in the whole tournament, including the Netherlands and France. They finished first with 80th minute scenes by Sabitzer. They've got Lima, hard Bundesliga working players that understand the stadiums that they're in, and Ranić does too. Ranić turned down the Bayern job to stay with Austria because he knew something special was building here. It's going to take a lot for Turkey to knock down that team.
Excellent, Theo, against the Netherlands, against Poland. They got 3 goals in each of those games, so they're an exciting team to watch. And if you look at their record this calendar year, 1-5, lost 1, drawn 1. The only team that they've lost to is France.
Yeah, Christoph Baumgartner has been the heart of that attack. He's playing in that midfield role, in the 10 role, and when he gets the ball, he just spots some incredible passes, and it's really been the difference for those Austrian travelling fans. And the word dark horse gets used a lot, but I only see one in this tournament, and it's Austria. And I'm going to back them to win, clearly, 2-0. I'm sorry to the Turks. I know they'll turn up with their fans. To be honest, it took them until the very last minute to beat 10-men Czechia for most of the game, and that doesn't convince me. Austria convinced me in every game, even the one against France that ended 1-0 to France. I thought they were very unfortunate to have that disallowed goal. And
I think Turkey have been brilliant for this tournament, and that game against Georgia, Theo, the best game of the tournament.
Absolutely, and to come away with that group with 6 points is astonishing. But I just think this is a step too far. They got unfortunate with a draw.
And that is exactly the right phrase, Theo. A game too far. Austria win this. I didn't know about Çalhanoğlu. I've gone for a 2-1 victory, but I think if Austria score early, they might score 3 or 4.
And that ends the 8 teams that will be going through to the quarterfinals. Me and Thogdad's prediction done. Quick reminder to smash the like, and that is all it for Euro 2024. Maybe see you at one of the games. Bye-bye.